Breaking news, a car goes up in flames right in front of Dale's Donuts as protests in Paramount get out of control and spill into Compton.
Riots and protests are exploding in the streets of Los Angeles today as continued ICE raids cause utter chaos. And now President Trump is stepping in while California's leaders comfortably look the other way. And what sparked the unrest? It was federal ICE raids of illegal aliens in sanctuary cities like Los Angeles. Protesters began peacefully, but violence quickly erupted with several reports of attacks to federal officers and with at least a dozen arrests being made.
And tensions escalate, officers in riot gear firing tear gas at protesters who are pushing back on immigration raids. Then people throwing stuff and banging on Border Patrol cars as they pass through crowds. Meanwhile, another crowd tries to block a U.S. Marshal Service bus. Federal law enforcement officers use tear gas and flashbangs to clear away the crowd. Tonight, U.S. Attorney Bill Asaley says federal agents arrested over a dozen people who impeded agents.
And since rioters continue clashing with law enforcement, torching private property, and attacking federal agents, President Trump has been forced to step in, posting the following on Truth Social today. If Governor Gavin Newsom of California and Mayor Karen Bass of Los Angeles can't do their jobs, which everyone knows they can't, then the federal government will step in and solve the problem. Riots and looters, the way it should be solved. As President Trump deploys 2,000 National Guard members to the Los Angeles area, Governor Newsom of California says that the move is, quote, inflammatory and will only escalate tensions. This, of course, is no surprise to us. Democratic leaders condemning any action that Donald Trump takes to restore the peace. For far too long, there have been high tensions between the federal and state governments, and there are certain times where a breaking point is simply reached, and this is one of those. Trump supporters say this is long overdue. It is an issue that has plagued this nation for the last 4 or 5 years, where we had like an influx of illegal immigrants coming to our country. In fact, that's exactly what Trump campaigned on. He campaigned on solving this immigration issue and also on deporting everybody who is here illegally, particularly and especially starting with gang members and human traffickers and people who really have no business being in this country.
As the crowd has grown, it has become more violent. Individuals in the crowd that have been throwing objects at the federal agents, and we started to call in additional resources from around the county of Los Angeles.
See the horn honking, the face-to-face between the bus and the protesters, not to mention the flashbangs going off in the background. And this is another moment captured on camera. Protesters going face-to-face with a law enforcement vehicle and throwing what looked to be milk and other objects at a U.S. Customs and Border Patrol vehicle.
So let me know, whose side are you on? Law and order or lawlessness? Be sure to put your thoughts down in the comments. And as always, I thank you for watching.